After arriving to Puerto Rico from the Dominican Republic, we spent a few days in Puerto Real getting checked into the country and enjoying being back in a U.S. territory after over 4 months abroad in foreign islands. Like the Dominican Republic, the sailing strategy of moving east around Puerto Rico further into the Caribbean is to complete each passage by 9 a.m. while this large mountainous island creates a night lee that calms down the winds and seas. And like the Dominican Republic, we're still going straight into the eastern trades. So by sailing strategy, I mean motoring strategy. And on the way from the west coast to our first anchorage on the south coast of La Parguera, we would have to round a cape, which would accelerate the trades and get really nasty later in the day. Rounding Cabo Rojo would also have Holiday floating around in the Caribbean Sea for the first time ever. Unlike the Dominican Republic, where good anchorages are over 12 hours apart, here on the south coast of Puerto Rico, good anchorages are only about 4 hours apart, allowing us to leave just as the sun rises and do our cruising in daylight hours rather than at night. Okay, so we're on the south coast of Puerto Rico now, and we're here at La Parguera, and we're going to go get in the dinghy and explore the town. So we're kind of excited about that. You ready for some exploring of the town, Lindy?
I am ready.
All right. It's a nice day. Here's where we ended up anchoring. Wow, it's Memorial Day weekend and there's like some areas out here that are just filling up with boats. I guess people just hanging out on the holiday weekend. Then the town's back over here. I think we're gonna go over there first. The vast majority of good anchorages in Puerto Rico are all along the southern coast, where lines of reefs stop the waves from the Caribbean Sea and smooth out the water for comfort and protection. Inside the reefs and the shallow waters are many mangrove islands, creating beautiful coves of clear Caribbean water. We headed into La Parguera, a town where Puerto Ricans vacation on the weekend and holidays. Oh, what a cool looking place. Houses right out over the water. Lots of boat activity. We got jet ski gangs. All the cool stuff. So it appears that there's no dinghy dock here, so you just have to go up and tie to a pole here and sort of wade ashore. So that's what we're gonna do. With only a couple other cruising boats besides the group that crossed the Mona Passage with us, we are excited to blend in with the locals and experience a Puerto Rican Memorial Day weekend. Here we are, right? We've got the crew from Annabella and Bacchus with us, tied up our dinghies. We're just gonna walk the town, see what we find. La Parguera is lined with tons of shops, restaurants, and bars. We've heard that most of these places are closed on a regular weekday, as the population of people actually living here is small. Lucky for us, it was a weekend and a holiday. We decided to check out some of the local establishments.
You got Chambers and IPA. That's an IPA. Pale ale. Kind of like this. Yeah. Lighter. Absolutely.
next day. We're going to do a little dinghy exploring. We've heard there's some mangrove rivers around these islands, so well, let's go try to find them. It's a nice day. I think we're headed over that direction somewhere. Whew, it rained a bunch last night. Need to bail the dinghy out. Alright, now we're getting close back to town. We see, I think, an iguana swimming across in front of us here. Let's go see. Yep, there he goes. Hey, Mr. Iguana. That's pretty cool. Go check out this area over here next. Stilt houses built right out over the water. There's just a bunch of them here. They're really cool. Far away from the airport in San Juan, you only have Puerto Ricans vacationing here, for the most part. Think it would make a nice spot for a trip, though? And we're back by town again. I just tool around a little bit more and head back to Holiday for some afternoon resting, I guess. Sounds like a good day. So it's later in the afternoon now, and I think we're going to go out to one of these mangrove islands where we've seen a lot of boats hanging out and see what everybody's up to out there. Hang out with them. Right out here, there's just a lot of boats. Looks like it's just the hangout spot. Here we go. All right, so here's one little cluster we've found. Looks like there might be a spot for us to tie up and get in the water around here. Oh, I see people like back in the mangroves. Wow, pretty cool. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is awesome. Pretty cool. Here's the Caribbean Sea. Tomorrow we're heading back out and going to a place called Gilligan's Island. It should be about 2 hours away. Short little trip along the south coast of Puerto Rico. But for now we're just going to hang out here in this really awesome place.
Ahora una botella es lo que ahoga
So we're up before 6 a.m. this morning, and we're leaving La Parguera today, and we're headed for Gilligan's Island. It's about 11 miles away, so it'll be a short little motor along the southern coast of Puerto Rico. Lindy's starting to get the anchor up. La Parguera was a very nice place. Looks like we're going to have a nice sunrise. Looks like we're going to have a nice sunrise. Time to get moving. Our next stop would be Gilligan's Island, a small uninhabited mangrove island park only accessible by boat. Alright, we're coming in here to our Anchorage area. Looks like there's a little town over on this side. And then over here is Gilligan's Island, where we're going to anchor. Gilligan's Island is this one right here. We're protected by a reef in here, so the water's nice and calm. Should be a good anchorage. We think we're just going to stay here one night and then continue on to Ponce. All right, Lindy's getting us anchored here. Let's go check out Gilligan's Island. Officially called Aurora Key, we heard that the island got its nickname because a man that took care of the island many years ago looked like the actor who played Gilligan on the popular TV show. Today, Puerto Ricans can take a ferry out to this small mangrove island that has trails, picnic areas, a few small beaches, and clear water mangrove rivers.
I'm just swimming to see.
That sounds like a good idea. that was awesome. We ended up finding a trail that went up to the end of the loop, and we were able to float all the way down. Not pictured, but it was really cool. Then we swam around for a while. Now we're gonna go hang out on the boat some more. It's 4:30 the next morning, and we had a good time here at Gilligan's Island. But we're going to take advantage of the very light winds in the late night, early morning, and get on over to the Ponce area. So it'll be another motor straight into the wind, but that's what it is here on the south coast of Puerto Rico, and hopefully it's a good one today. Lindy's up there pulling up the anchor. It's sprinkling rain, but just lightly. The winds are light. With a 4 to 6 hour passage, storms forecasted, and not sure if we would anchor at Ponce or Coffin Island, we made sure to leave a little earlier to not get caught in the high trade winds and big seas that would come after 9 a.m. We went into the Ponce Anchorage and we weren't too impressed by it, so the winds are still light. We're gonna head out to Coffin Island, Isla de los Muertos, right? Hopefully the winds stay light till we get out there, and that puts us 6 miles closer to Salinas, where we'll probably head tomorrow. The Ponce Anchorage was just too crowded with private moorings and no really good shore access, so we headed offshore toward Coffin Island. Well, we didn't quite make it out to Coffin Island before a squall hit. So, going through a little bit of rain, but the sea state really didn't come up at all, so that's kind of nice. Kind of get a feel for it today in case tomorrow we think there's going to be some rain. You know, maybe we just decide to go through it. This isn't too bad. All right, we're getting close. Isla Caja de Muertos, Coffin Island. We're all anchored up now. It's a little sprinkling rain, but it's not too bad. Oh look, it must be like a tour boat or something. Cool. I think this is just a park out here. That lighthouse is really neat up there. So, we don't think we're gonna take the dinghy down today. We're just gonna like hang out on the boat, enjoy the pretty view, and chill out and get ready to go to Salinas tomorrow. So it's still very early in the morning, so we've got a full day to just hang out on the boat. Now, just an update on the day. We've done absolutely nothing but sit around and read. Lindy's curled up down here on the settee with her Kindle, reading a good book. I've been doing the same. And out here, it's been a little rainy, but mostly we've had dry weather during the day with rain all around us. So this has been our view all day, looking at Isla Caja de Muertos and just chilling out. Nice day. About 4:30 in the morning, we'll pick up anchor, head around the tip of Caja de Muertos and head back towards inland and get to Salinas. Boring day on holiday. An awesome boring day on holiday. That's a little bit later now. Sprinkling rain. Still hanging out. But it's starting to smell good in the cabin of holiday. What are we making tonight, Lindy?
I'm gonna make a curry, a chicken vegetable curry with eggplant, chayote, carrots, bell pepper, onion. That's it.
Very exciting. I can't wait to eat it.
Alright, I've got some coconut milk here, and I'm going to poach my chicken in it with some onions and peppers. Then after that's done, I'll add the vegetables back in. Just cutting up my chicken and getting it in the pan. I'm just cutting it into kind of thinnish strips so it cooks quicker and stays tender.
La Guardia Nacional del Ejército responde a desastres como incendios forestales e inundaciones.
Putting in the
Protege
seasoning.
con defensa misilística
Got
y
some powdered
ciberseguridad y
ginger
nos defiende
because I
de
don't
peligros
have
químicos,
any
biológicos
fresh.
y radiológicos. Visita
And then
nationalguard.com
some curry
para saber más acerca
powder
del servicio de tiempo parcial.
and
El
some
Tour,
cumin
Guardia Nacional de
and
Puerto
some
Rico,
garlic
la
powder and
Asociación
some
de
onion
Radiodifusores de Puerto
powder.
Rico y esta emisora. En el tercer piso de Ponce,
Who knows what else?
encuentras una experiencia culinaria moderna.
Alright, now I'm putting the rest of the vegetables back in. Let it all simmer for a few minutes. It's delicious. Alright, here we go. Serving it over some rice. Looks delicious.
Alright, we've got our movie set up. The chicken curry and veggie dish over rice on the table. And now it's time for us to have a nice evening meal on holiday and just hang out to end a nice relaxing day at Anchorage.